Welcome back to Making a Difference on Buzz TV. Join me today is Gregg Golson, and Gregg is a fellow Eagle Scout. Welcome to the program.
Thank you for welcoming me.
So we've done several segments where we interview business leaders who went through scouting program and got the rank of Eagle, and want to find out what the scouting program means to you. So you grew up in Louisiana?
I grew up in Louisiana.
And so you started scouting at what age?
I actually started scouting very early. My dad was the scoutmaster. By the time I was 18, I figured out I had camped out a year in my life.
Really?
Basically, between the summer camps and weekend trips and things like that. So I grew up in scouting.
What was it like camping in Louisiana?
We actually have 4 seasons. It could be 30 degrees outside, you could have tornadoes going on, or it could just be mosquitoes eating you up year round.
What made your dad want to get involved and become a scoutmaster?
My dad, even though he had 7 daughters and 4 living sons, he wanted a bigger family. And he really enjoyed giving back to the community, yes.
How many of your siblings were involved in scouting?
My brother and I and 1 sister was in scouting also.
Well, now that the Boy Scouts opened up to be full inclusive family membership, so we've got girls that have joined Cub Scouts.
Right.
What do you think that's going to bring to the family environment with the scouting program?
I think it'll be great. I think we always had the Explorer program where females could be involved at an age and do things together, but I really think being more inclusive is great for scouting.
I started a Cub Scout pack in my neighborhood. We have 26 kids and 17 are girls, ages 5 to 10.
Right.
And the girls, it seems they are getting so excited, the fact that they get to wear the uniform, because many times the girls would show up anyways. Your sisters probably showed up anyway.
Right.
Now they get to actually earn the badges and go from there. So at what age did you get Eagle Scout?
I was an Eagle Scout at 16.
What was your service project? Do you remember
My
that?
service project, my mom's actually a dancing teacher, and my service project was for several months. We entertained and put on things for people at the, as we call them, the old folks' homes. And we worked together. A lot of the places had no entertainment at all, so we put together several plans where we had entertainment and created a very welcoming environment, almost a token grandkids for some of the adults and senior adults who had no one visiting them.
So what do you think the importance of a child being involved in the scouting program? What do you think it helps them out in their later in life, or the benefits it brings?
I think most of all it's leadership skills. You start as a tenderfoot, you go through the process, you see other people your age or just a tad older leading people, and you find out when you do make mistakes, if you show up at a camp out, something like this, and you didn't have the meal plan right, other people,
especially if you're camping out for a year.
They're camping out for a year, right. So it's really interesting to see how young leaders are born and how years later you think back on some of those things. You already had the lessons learned way back when you were 13, 14, and 15 that you can apply as an adult.
Your favorite scouting memory growing up? My
favorite scouting memory growing up by far, my best friend joined scouting when he was about 14. He really didn't attend a lot of the meetings, but he started attending more. He happened to attend the meeting where my dad did a great first aid trip. 3 weeks later, he saved his brother's life based on those skills that he learned from that one meeting. His brother got caught up in a tractor and almost ripped his right arm off. He knew what to do. He knew he needed to apply a tourniquet, rushed his brother to a hospital, had the arm on ice, and saved not only his brother's life, but his brother's arm.
It's amazing. Well, I appreciate for you making a difference in the community, and congratulations on being an Eagle Scout, and thank you for coming on the program today.
Thank you so much for inviting me. Scouting has changed my life.
Thank you. We appreciate you watching Buzz TV. We look forward to seeing you next time.